broadcast. I say to you, good evening, good night, and good morning to so many of you, depending on your own time factor. Today, we are going to look into this very danger that is surrounding all of us right there in Nigeria. As many that Nigeria have consumed, as many Nigeria have happened to, and the targeting of our race as people under Nigeria. We have to look critically into it, because if we don't keep on exposing the danger that they have for us, or the plan of the Nigerian state, excuse me, I want to fix this thing. I have been battling with Facebook since I want to come on live, and this is always happen whenever I posted ahead of time that I'm coming online. And that is why I stopped it very, very long time. I stopped posting that I'm coming online. I will just come online suddenly, because they used to get prepared and wait for me. I don't know what I have done. Sometimes Facebook control my own very page. They remove people, they add people. Last week, they remove almost 1,500 followers by themselves. Then this week, they added it again. So this is the effort Nigerian state are making, wasting away the taxpayers' money and the resources that are supposed to take care of people in Nigeria. They keep on wasting it unnecessarily because we are demanding for referendum. We have said it time with that number. Do you know why IPOB as a foundation, as an institution, choose the direction of referendum, which many people have seen it as impossible? We say no. Before we make a decision on where to stand, we have done our research very deeply. We don't just do things like the way the zoo does their things. We do our things with a very wide consultation and knowing the system and the effects that every our decision may affect to our people. And we are very, very concerned about the well-being of our people, because it will be very wicked of us that we live in a land that laws control everyone, then we are not applying the same thing in order way to secure our people. Today, I want to go straight to the point of these killings of Christians in Nigeria, Christians in Nigeria, and the Igbos in Nigeria, and the Tinubu's agenda to destroy the Igbos economy in Lagos. You see, let me start from this very issue of Christian genocide, which many people does not understand. You see, now Nigeria as a state have gone to US in other way in defense of the reality of what is going on in Nigeria. In as much that the Nigerian states corrupted their media, pay heavy billions to all the media outlets in Nigeria, and warn them never to showcase the evil or the atrocities going on in Nigeria against the innocent souls. There is this attitude that is in a black man's blood. I have said this in time with that number. There are one particular thing I learned from the white. And there was a time Mazi and Kanu was broadcasting on Radio Biafra, and he said something that shocked me. When he said that, I heard it because I'm a very good student of Radio Biafra. Whenever Mazi and Kanu is broadcasting, I always try as much as I can to follow up. But if I cannot follow up, I will go back on my own time, on my own free hour, and make sure that I listen to those brokers from A to Z. I don't joke with it because I know everything he says is something that is happening in Nigeria and something that is purely reality. There is no fiction about it. There is no deception about it. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't speak anyhow. He doesn't talk anyhow. This is the most important thing. He talks accurately on what he knows about. And he predicts, which he have said, he said, I am not a prophet, but I always tell you what will happen or what the plan they have. And that makes us human being. You see, I may say that our attitude give a boost to the Fulani terrorism business in Nigeria. Now, I will explain to you. We have this attitude of, if I, as a person, being affected, Mr. John, who knows me, maybe that pass the same road, that take the same direction in which I was affected negatively. Mr. John, who passed that the same road, will go and give thanksgiving. And the topic of his thanksgiving always go as if he is mocking me. But to us, it is thanksgiving. But to humanity, it's not thanksgiving. It is mocking. It is purely mockery to the one that was affected negatively. Okay. The killings of the Hausas in the north, in the state in the north, where they are facing heavy persecution because of their faith, is happening in Adamawa, it's happening in Kanu, it's happening in Kaduna, it's happening in Borno, it's happening in many states in the north. And we all have the knowledge of this particular evil going on against people who have chosen to exercise their faith. Then people from the eastern region, which mainly the dominated Christian area in Nigeria, and the mixture in the side of the west, which is the Yorubas, who mix their own faith. Now, we who from the eastern region, which is dominated Christian states in Nigeria, which is Biafra land. We are Biafra and we are Christians. Now, we are not concerned about Adamu, who has been executed in the Nasarawa because of his faith. It doesn't concern us. Rather, we choose the way of saying, let us pray for the people in the north. Are you understanding me? We now choose the kind of, let us pray for the people in the north. They are being killed because of their faith. And the people in the north, now we have prayed. What is our backup action in order way to ensure that our prayers we have made to God will not be a waste? By what? Adding physical practice to what we have prayed. Because if you open your Bible indicates, it says faith without work is a useless faith. Why did the Bible always indicate these things? He said, work. What is the work? Physical engagement after you have uttered your supplication. Okay, you are praying to have a particular thing that is you needed. And you have, after praying, you remain where you are. And you know that going to work is what will give you money to achieve what you have prayed for. And you are not engaging in the work. This is exactly what we have done in Nigeria, and which is a very huge mistake to us. Now we have prayed. What other measure do we create awareness to the people that matters as case may concern if we cannot handle it? Because there are people who have the capacity to handle every situation. Do we take the report to the appropriate channel where Adamu, that lead to the death of Adamu in the north? We didn't. The only thing we know that we have opened our mouth, we have uttered prayer, we believe that God will come down from heaven and rescue the people in the north, which is a very big lie. God doesn't function in that manner. God, I tell people that, you see this, they say, protocol breaker. There is nothing like protocol breaker. God is never a protocol breaker. I want to make it clear today to we, the Christians in Africa. God is never a God of protocol breaker. God is a God of process. And when somebody is a kind of being that keep process, that respect process, what does it mean? That means he never broke the rules. It is called keeping and keeping the rules active. God is never a God of protocol breaker. Because if you are looking for a child, he must engage in the sex intercourse before the answer of that child you are expecting will come. If God is a God of protocol breaker, you don't need to have sex intercourse. The only thing you need to do, you have prayed, let child enter into your partner's womb. That is it. Then why are you engaging in practice after prayer when you are looking for a child? Because it is necessary. That shows you that there must be a process before a child will come. There must be a process before a child will come. And God can never allow you to jump that process. If you jump that process, which means you have missed the answer of your prayer. That prayer will not answer because you have prayed, God have heard you, then you have to follow the process of having a child, which is what? Sexual intercourse. It must involve it. I keep on telling the people. So what have we done all these years of executions of Christians in the north, especially in the north, by the Mazi Allah terrorist organization? What measure have we put in place to tackle it? Now, why are we now shouting? Because of it's no longer only in the north. The Christian killings in Nigeria is no longer only in the north, because only what we thought that time was it is only in the north. Then the next thing we will do, we ask our people who are there, come back, leave the north, come on, leave that place for them. But the senators who sit in the House of Senate, which is the lawmakers and the House of Representative members and the commissioners and the ministers, when they come, they tell you that one Nigeria. When they come, they tell you one Nigeria. Then we are not asking question. What are you talking about in this one Nigeria where people can never exercise their faith freely without being hacked to death by Mazi Allah terrorist organization in Nigeria? Have we ever asked ourselves, how do we contribute physically to ensure that this killing of the Hausas Christians in the north get automatically stopped until we allow them to almost wipe out all the whole Hausas? Now, because when you give a criminal a vacuum to operate, when you give them a space to operate, They will never stop from that. That's one thing and character of criminals. Criminals always don't respect boundary. When they give, that's why every sensible government they fight criminality, because criminality is something that spreads with speed in every society. Criminality takes its own rapid growth in every society. That's why if you don't tackle it on time, it will spread, and when it spreads, it becomes very difficult to control. So I must say today that we, the Christians in Nigeria, contributed to this wide spread of this thing, because we did not report this issue on time. Irrespective of the character of our pastors, because we know that, okay, now look at the example now. This case has been reported with evidence. With too many evidence, it has been reported. Video evidence, picture evidence, video evidence, picture evidence, location evidence. You know, that one thing with Nigeria state, they always, because of most of people in the Senate, thank God that everything I have said in this blue amp today, it is coming out, they are beginning to confess themselves. In other words, to prove me right on what I have said at the past. I said, Nigeria officials, I said it 3 years ago. I said, Nigeria officials, both your senator, both your House of Rep members, both your governors, the problem Nigeria have is very deep, beyond what you may think. And that's the problem started from, there is no single graduate or well-educated figure as a Nigeria official. From your president to your senators to your state governors. Let me tell you something. If you watch the character of your governors and your lawmakers in Nigeria, you will find out, you don't need somebody to tell you that this thing that is raining everywhere. They say, even now the senators are confessing, they say, are you going to tackle forgery certificate? Senator Nnamdi from the north, what did he tell Shehu? He said, how am I sure that you, that is in this media channel, how am I sure that your own certificate is not forged? So, outrightly, even the senator have agreed that even him standing on that media is using forgery certificate. Now he is referring to a journalist. How am I sure that you asking me this question is not operating under forgery certificate? That's why I like the Northerners. They don't, you see this, they always quickly to admit. Remember what I said one certain time. If you watch the character, it's like what Okezi Bazu did in Abia State when they were interviewing him about the pedestrian bridge in Abia State. I was shocked. A public office holder was questioned for accountability of the people's money. Okezi Bazu opened his mouth and said, "Okwa bridge that is it this bridge that I'm constructing for myself?" Do you know that word, what it means? That shows that he don't even deeply understand his position. That was very day I knew that even Okezi Bazu they put as a governor, do not even know that he is a governor. Maybe he see himself as an imperial of a criminal organization that he have executed. You know that is, let me just put it in a mafian operation. You know, in a mafian operation, if you want to take over, you must ensure the execution of the superior other people, other group, in order way to take dominion and take control of that particular area. So maybe that is what Okezip Azum understand as being a governor. Because the answer is indicating that yes, he not seen himself as an emperor who have conquered. He is in control now, and nobody have the right to know what he does with money, because he fought and occupied the territory. Look at Dave mine. The contracts he is handling under the Nigerian state, which belongs to over 200 million population. What he was busy doing is signing off trillions. Therefore, this thing. You know, we are saying this thing now because that is exactly what Fashola did. That's exactly what Fashola did. Because while therefore my own is different, because we the Biafrans, we don't tolerate evil. Because the kind of volume of money we are hearing on this Devil Mines administration is getting out of control. You will be hearing how many kilometer to how many kilometer? 800 and something billion. 5 kilometer. 7, to do for something trillion. Waiting happen. And somebody now is asking for accountability. Do you know what? Look at the arrogant, displayed on public. Telling a journalist you are too small for me to report you to president. If you still look at his arrogancy, you know that if he have opportunity, this guy have opportunity to have to may have asked him that thing in a private place. The arrogancy in his face show that he can even order the execution of that guy. If that guy eventually asks him that question in a private place, he will order to remove his head and give to him. This is why I said something about the mistake that have been established in Nigeria. Nigerian politicians see themselves, instead of them to see themselves as people who have come to serve you, they are now seeing themselves as people who have obtained right for you to serve them. Nigeria, average politician in Nigeria are not seeing himself as a public servant figure. He is seeing himself as a boss over the people who have the right to command you, to tell you to sit down, to tell you to stand up. Rather, he now resulted contrary. In a developed world where we live, the masses have the right to see senators as their messenger. They can gather themselves and tell the senator who they give message to represent them, to call the senator to sit down on the floor. They have done it here. I have seen it. Where a senator, where somebody who came and campaigned, after campaigning for this man went to the capital of this country. Because that thing happened in my own zone. It is called Osasco. It's called Osasco. It happened 2018 or 2019 or 2020. It happened. After electing this man to go and represent this district, then there is one canal. There is one particular canal. He promised the people, because I was in that campaign ground then, he said that this is the first project he will handle when he is elected to represent the people, to represent the district in Brasilia, which is their capital, as a senator. After electing him, what happened? After 2 years, this is what he said, that he's going to push for this project and they resolve the issue of that canal. That is, he said that he was the one who used his mouth to commit himself. He said that is the first project he's going to ensure that he's going to push and come here. Okay, a year, we didn't see anything. 2 years, we didn't see anything. Then, after he have exercised all his tenure, re-election time come back. That was that 2019. The re-election time reached. This man came back to campaign. Opposition, who is there, one young guy, were also campaigning for that the same seat of this man. And the people, one thing about the developed world, they have their destiny in their hand. They know what is good for them. They allow the man to come, which is, about, I think, 4 security officers, because that's what they always give to the senators here. He came down for his vehicle. As he went to start campaigning, the people tell him to drop the microphone. The same people who elected him, because they don't do things like it's our own or is our own. That nonsense doesn't exist in abroad. One person a woman pick up microphone and ask the man, that canal, have you done it? The man didn't respond. The man said the issue of canal will be taken care of. The woman said, no, I need yes or no answer to the question I ask you. That canal that you campaigned for, that we all needed that canal to be done, and we voted you, have that canal be done? He said no, but he have gathered all the paperwork and this thing. In fact, they are going to start work as soon as he entered for the second tenure. They tell him to come down. They ordered the man to come down from the stage of campaign. The man came down. They said, before you continue, we want to take you to that canal to go and show you how bad that very canal has become. The man followed him with the security. Immediately he reached there, the youth just surround the man and say, oh yeah, enter. They tell the man to enter that canal. The man thought maybe it was a joke. They said, enter the canal. If you don't enter the canal, we will kill you here. Immediately security turned, they want to do, the youth and everybody just surround the security. The security know the law. The security officers just move back, disarm themselves, carry their gun and everything, their pistol, go and keep inside vehicle. Start trying to make peace ordinary because they can't do anything. He don't dare you release one bullet there. If he does that, which means the security officers will go to jail, the man himself will go to jail. They tell the man, so you think you can come here? We send you message, then you went there, start enjoying. And you don't hear, they were telling them that you don't have fear. You come back here again to come and approach us without you don't have any single fear in you. Who taught you that? They were telling the man, where do you learn this? Who taught you that? The man, when people have see big stone, some people carry iron, they say, sit down on that canal. Because we ask you that we need this canal to be properly constructed, and they plant tree near the canal and do this cement chairs where people will be sitting down in the evening. Is it not the map? They brought the architect's map. This is an architect map of how they want that place to be. They show, is it not the project you promised us? Look at how beautiful it is on this photo. and you didn't accomplish it, then you come back here. The man have to sit inside that water, rotten water, dirty water. They tell him to sit down there until they ask him to stand up. After they have done, people start begging. You know, always people must have this kind of, you know, pity mind. They tell the man, Ayana, you can stand up. The man stood up. And that was the end of his career in politics. They tell him, just respect yourself because you have failed us. Just respect yourself, and we don't want to see you campaign again. Look at where the population asks the man who have the ticket of their party. They say, are we not the one that selected you? We don't want you to campaign again. Just go home. And not only going home, make sure that the money for this project you have bezel, bring it out. As I'm talking to you, that man is still in prison. Because after that drama, the people who elected him, the district of this place who elected him, pushed for the arrest of the man. And the man was arrested and probed. How much did this man eat? I was laughing. I was telling them where we went to meet, and I said, so this man now is serving jail for money that is not up to even $500,000. I was the all of them was looking at me. I said, money that is not up to $500,000. This man is serving jail. That money is probably, if you convert it to dollar, that money will be around that kind of either $200 and something, $200 and something thousand. This man is serving jail. One thing that came into my mind, I said, my God. I was telling one of them in the minute, I said, come. This is just a money, the kind of money that our own politicians can give to their girlfriend, not even their wife. The other one turned and looked at me. I said, this is the money people that say that they are representing us can just give to a girl. Just, this is just peanut. Is that why this man is serving jail all this while? And what was I told? Okay, somebody want to join me. Saint Mazi. Who is this? Okay. Yeah, make your request. You can make your request. Let me bring you in. Because this very system can allow you in. But if the other one I've been battling with, Facebook would have a battle here today before I come this live. The person who want to join me, I think you can make your request. I will accept you here. So as I was saying, I was telling them they were laughing. One of them said that is why the Africa is not working. I said, yeah, I said that is why. We are the cause. Our politicians, we are the ones serving our politicians. Politicians are not serving us. And if you watch in Nigeria, that's what have given these people. Every average Nigerian politician believe that you are to serve them. Go and look their character, look how they talk on media. They take it as a right that you are the person who's supposed to, you are their slave. Rather for them to be a slave, serving you, satisfying you, no. You are to serve them. Look at the new law, the new proposed tax law. Why they are telling you they want to squeeze and collect something from you so that they will keep on living more larger than to reduce their own and make you comfortable. So now you have to die for them. Do you see the contrary here now? Nigerian politicians, you have to die to satisfy their family and their well and well wishers. In other words, for them to live large. So any attempt for you to try to make sure, maybe trying to challenge them, they kill you. They will tell you that it is their right to kill you. They take it as their fundamental right to kill you if you are not making yourself available to serve them. Okay. What happened here? What should I do? Okay. Let me see what happened. Okay. Allow the audience to. Okay. Let me just. That's adding. Okay, see adding. So at the end of the day, this is what is affecting everybody. Okay, now look at the character, and this character can be found in your pastors in Nigeria. And when I told you all of you that the problem of Nigeria, the rottenness of Nigeria today, that Nigeria got so rotten. What did I say? I say the 90% of the evil and corruption that have hijacked Nigeria is being caused by our Christian pastors. And somebody said how, I think some many years ago in my broadcast. But today the same person now have agreed. I said, why do you now agree? He said this matter of this Christian killing, that he have seen how the pastors now, all of them now hide. They don't want to talk again. I said, do you know why they don't want to talk? They know that this talk can lead to the referendum of Nigeria. And every average Christian pastors in Nigeria believe that if Nigeria end as a country, their business of fraud in the name of Christianity has ended. Because let me tell you the reason. Nigeria is only place where pastors are being honored. Nobody know you if you're a pastor. In South America, they don't know. They just view pastor as something that yes, you are exercising your faith. Nobody respects you. Nobody regards you. If you go to Europe, the same. If you go to America, the same. Do you understand me? That is why when Nigeria mega churches were trying to promote some American pastors, they will bring them to Nigeria. Because Nigeria have this mentality of these color people, these white people, they see them as God. So Nigerian pastors now use the opportunity to promote them. It's like most of all these American pastors like Benny Hinn, all those things, they were promoted in Nigeria. They were promoted in Nigeria. They used Nigeria soil to promote them. So this is the game here. Every Nigeria pastor, our own Christian pastor, believe that if Nigeria end, their income, their economy has ended. So they are doing everything to protect that place. To them, for that place to end, if it will take everybody to die, they don't care. That is why the Northerners, the Hausas, Christians have been killed for many years, for many decades. Nobody is saying anything. Because if they say anything, international community will say, no, these people, they have rights to life, irrespective of what they believe as their faith. Then they will switch in. When they switch in, investigation will begin. That investigation, because why people go straight to the what will solve this problem? Like the same, that's where we learn our strategy of solving problem because of where we live, because of people who have mixed up with. IPOB tell you that the only solution for Nigeria is referendum. Let people make choice. We are not saying that if Mazi Nnamdi have said it, the members of the DOS have said it, and that is our motto. We believe in democracy, and that democracy must be true democracy, not fiction, not fake. That's why we tell our people we don't want to engage in any war. Let me tell you, so IPOB will have the connection because we are all over the world. This is not 1970, 1967 or 19 to 1970. No. When the Igbos have never dominated developed world outside the world. Today, as I'm speaking to you, we the Biafrans in Nigeria, we are in the US military. If you come for the number of Africans in US military, Igbos are the number one. Yorubas can never see our back in terms of that. Go and make your investigation. In US military alone, if it comes to Africans who are the Afro-Americans who are, if you count Senegal, people who descendant of Senegal, Igbos are the number one. Even this Britain, who have us in their book of destruction, who told the Fulani to destroy us, if you go to their own force department, Igbos number one. If you go to Japan military today, Igbos are there. You may not even find any kind of Yoruba traces. You may not even find any kind of Hausa or Fulani traces. If you go to Italy, in their forces, Igbos are there. You may not even find Yoruba traces. You may not even find Hausa or Fulani traces there. Do you see why the Britain are fighting us under the terrorists? They now hide under the terrorists. Are you getting what I'm saying? They now hide under the terrorists. Fulani say, be the one to be destroying them, kill them, because we cannot do it. If we do it, we will have problem. We will have global problem. The same thing the British did to the Ukraine. They went and hide under Ukraine, trying to destroy Russia. But unfortunately, they never knew that Russia prepared themselves down, waiting for any eventuality. Russia descended on them. Russia dealt with them mercilessly. They have to run away and abandon the Ukraine, which they have deceived in the front line. Because they hide under them. That is the same way the British government today are hiding under Meiti Allah terrorist organization, ICC terrorist organization, Henchman terrorist organization, Boko Haram. They are the one. They hide under them, tell them, kill them. That is why this report did not take effect in Britain. The report took effect in America because of what? And in Britain now, they are lobbying. It can lobby what has evidence, because this is evidence standing before you. Are you lobbying? The same Britain now have advised Nigeria to go there and defend themselves and tell them that it is not only Christians being killed. It is both the Muslims and the Christians are being killed. So Nigeria now have admitted that, okay, that is killing going on. Now they have automatically agreed that this killing is going on. And now they are trying now to defend it in a manner that it will balance. They are now defending that they lie against them, that the terrorists are killing both the Christians and the Muslims. Then if the terrorists are killing both the Christians and the Muslims, and you have access to these terrorists, why haven't you stopped them? Then the people who ask for referendum because of the terrorism activities in Nigeria and the no development atoms in Nigeria, the IPOB say, okay, what is the solution? Because of tribalism, we say, okay, now let us do this in this way. We need to create a country where we can hold people accountable. Because look at ignorance that is playing out there. Some group of this, In every places, there are people who have this seed of evil or seed of corruption in them. Do you know that some group of Igbo youth, I saw some on media attacking or say the journalist who asked them for my question. And their basis of argument is this. Is it not how the Fulanis have been embezzling Nigerian money? The other one wrote under the comment, is it not how the Yorubas, is it not how the Fashola did? And they want IPOB. Let me tell you confess one thing. I don't want to disgrace people. If you see them boss, do you know how many times I've been warned? Do you know what they're warning me? Do you know what they said? One said to me, Lionman, you have this attitude of tackling your own. And I now asked the person who wrote that, I said, what do you exactly mean? Do you want me to defend evil in the name of our own? I replied to him. I said, do you want me to? He said, if it is Yorubas, they will defend their own. If it is the Fulani, they will defend their own. I said, this is the problem both the Yorubas are suffering. This is the problem both the Fulanis are suffering. This is the problem both you are suffering in Nigeria. Because I said, okay, the money, the trillions and the billions Devil Mine is signing into his account, giving him and the Tinubu are dividing it. Because that is the game. He is signing Nigerian money. Why two of them are busy dividing the money? And tomorrow, you are graduates, you are hustling. Today, they have taught you to content creator. After your many years in studying, you've been in university, you came out, only what can put food on your table now is bringing you and your wife, disgracing yourself. You and your wife disgracing yourself on media in order for money to come. That's what I told him. I said, look at what Nzuzu get la unye la media. It's a matter of watching. I said the same shameless attitude you and your wife are displaying on media in order way to get money to eat. And you are a graduate. Your wife is a graduate. Only to both of you now to end up disgracing yourselves in the name of you are making content. And you are here and want to defend Devil Mine, who is the genesis why you couldn't find work after graduating from university. You want me after I talked to him. Did I have him in mind? I said, I don't have you in mind. Who are you? Should I have you in mind? According to your word, so I see the opportunity to hammer you. So you want to defend Devil Mine because he's an Igbo man. Because the Yoruba defended Fashola fraud. Because the Northerners defended their own during the time of their own. So you expecting me? I say, if you are very close to me, I will give you the Tisla. You want me to defend Devil Mine? Somebody that's supposed to be Devil Mine that's supposed to be bring out and lie down on the table and give him flog of his life, as many flogging as he can. I said, do you know the meaning of thief? Onoshi. I said, don't you know that these people are thieves? Who's making this nonsense now? Who's making this call? So, as I was saying, oh Lord of Nazareth, this is one thing I don't like broadcasting with phone. So, as I was saying, sorry for this distraction. I said, now you want me to come and come and join you in your foolishness. I said, the devil man you are defending, the millions and trillions that is signing out and the hide and the dividing with the Tinubu, have you ever give you any $1 from it? The answer is no. But you want to defend him with your empty stomach because of he's our Igbo, he's from Igbo land. So we the Igbo should defend him. Why the corruption he is practicing now is affecting everybody. It's putting your life in jeopardy. Then you want us to defend him. I said, do you know why the white people fight corrupt politicians? Because do you know that these people who are looting this money, this is the money they are giving to create insecurity. That is why government fight criminality in every land. Because if you don't fight them, when they have enough money, they will begin to use that money to terrorize society. I said, this is why everywhere insecurity in Nigeria. I said, insecurity, no poor man can create insecurity. I said, people who create insecurity is people who loot money, excess money. Now, they have looted this money, put this money in different accounts. So now they have more than enough. What can they do? In other way, not to be held accountable for what they have stolen. They will not create insecurity that will never end. That is exactly what happened in the north. Fulani northern politicians created insecurity in another way to protect their corruption. Many people don't know the system. They created this insecurity. While they were busy creating it, they never knew that this is going to turn into a horror. They never knew it's going to turn horrific situation. And today, most of them, do you know that there are many Fulanese senators and the lawmaker politicians in Nigeria that have never traveled from Abuja to their constituency since over 10 years. Are you aware of that? But now you will not ask yourself, this person has been in the Senate seat for over 16 years. How did he get re-elected? Because somebody has asked this question. There are senators in Nigeria who have never stepped foot in their constituency in the north for over 18 years. And this person is still a senator. How did he get re-elected? I want to open all of you eye towards that. How did he get re-elected? His re-elected is just paper. Anytime his term of finish, they want to do is just stay in Abuja, print paper, look for INEC chairman. Now they are not paying millions again. I hear that before senator will ring election now is 3 billion. That is the new amount. Before a senator will ring election, go and make your investigation. We know all the secrets. We have details. They say it is 3 billion now. But before they will ring election as governor, before they will ring the election, ring you in as a governor, you have to wire inside the account of electoral officials 6.8 billion before they will ring election for you. Do you see why they are creating insecurity? In other way, so that nobody will question all these things. Because is it not mgbe hụrụ ụzọ ejuba ajụjụ onye na-ebe akwa onye anya mmiri nọ n'afọ ọ na-ajụ ajụjụ. So they keep on putting the people in pain. You will endure the pain, and you will suffer the pain. Finally, you die. You will suffer the pain, finally you die. They're still alive. Are you getting the point now? Now, this is why we said, when we said Nigeria pastors are evil, some people will tell you it's not everybody. No, that is no time we said it's everybody. Everybody can never be evil. God forbid. Everybody can never be evil. When we say Nigeria pastors are evil, it's majority. When we sound like that, no, it is just majority. There are few pastors who are brave enough, who are still speaking. The man in the plateau, Bube, is it what they call that guy? He's the only one who have come out to tell the world that is true. There is Christian killing going on in Nigeria. Ebube, is it Ebu, Baba Ebu something? Not a man. He's the only one that is all. Have Paul and Lechi spoken? No. What did I tell you about pastors who belong in Muslim Brotherhood court? Do you think? Now, we send reports of our people that was killed, massacred in Nigeria. Do you know how many our Igbo brothers and sisters that was massacred in Nigeria? 2023. Stroke 2024. Syria. Nigerians that was killed in Syria, 740 Nigerians. When the Syria were wiping out all the Christians in Syria, this very Syria president, because he was a Al-Qaeda member. The video surfaced on air. Nigeria as country never promoted that video. Do you know why? Because they see that it is Benin, people from Benin, people from Yoruba land. Majority are always in about the most populated in terms of travel. Igbos who were killed here, we have the figures. Almost 480 Igbo youth were killed in Syria. Have you seen one day your pastor open mouth and said, our people were killed in Syria because of their faith? Did you see any day, any Nigerian, neither Adeboye have uttered that word on his altar? Neither David Oyedepo have uttered that word on their altar. Neither Paul Elech, neither Mbaka have said it. I heard it from Mbaka. That what is all these other ones? Now, there are something I want you to do. Let me start from our own. I don't want to accuse somebody. I don't want to mention them. But I will call this man. I want every Igbo, good conscience Igbo person to go and meet Archbishops of Enugu. The Archbishops of Enugu. I want to set people up now. Let all the bloggers who have access to him or journalists leave every other pastors in the East. I want journalists to find their way, because the man, I send a journalist, there one journalist I have a conversation, I say, go to Enugu, look for a way you can find Archbishop of Enugu, ask him question, is there any killing of Christians in Nigeria? Since that time, that young man have been there trying to connect how he will have access to him. No way. Since this matter of this Christian, Archbishop of Enugu have denied access to himself. He don't want anybody to access him. Do you know why? He cannot speak against the umbrella where he belongs. Use your tongue and count your teeth. He cannot speak against umbrella where he belongs. But these are the people parading themselves as Christians. What is a pastor? Somebody call it, he say you are our pastor. And according to you, he said Jesus Christ is only the way to God, according to you. This is where I have problem with our pastors. You said, according to you, you said that Jesus Christ is only the way, the truth, and the light. Why now are you not promoting that Jesus? Now that Jesus needs to be promoted. Because you said, according to your word, and I, Lionman, as a Christian, I said long time ago, Jesus Christ is not the only way, is not only the truth. Indians who serve their own God as Indians, that God they serve is their own only true way and the truth. China, who believe in Buddhists, Buddhist is their own only way and the truth to God. Then the Igbos, who our father used cola nut and drink early in the morning or water early in the morning to communicate to God. That is the way of our own only way and the truth and the channel to God as well. Me, Lionman, who believe in the European Christianity, yes, I believe, according to you, he said that Jesus is only way. Yes, I believe that because that is where I belong. I strongly believe that Jesus is only way to myself or to me, but not for Mr. Njoko who believe in the. While I believe in my own, I still respect Mr. Chijoke. I still respect Mr. Njoko. I still respect Mr. Obinna. I still respect Mr. Ndubisi who believe in the toasting of wine, of drink early in the morning. Do you understand me now? I still believe that is their own true way too. While I am believing that Jesus is my own true way, I am still recognizing that Chukokikabiam, whom those our people are calling, that is their own true way. Because that's one thing about a man. A man nature, man must search for God in his own way. That's the truth. Nobody is doing it perfectly. But my own area I'm saying is, let our pastors who said that Christianity is where they belong and where they believe, let them come out now and prove it to the world. Where are they? They have all run away. Because you don't know why. They are using Christianity to cover up where they belong to courts that Islam manage. What a pastor, what are you doing in Muslim Brotherhood? Because of money, you belong there, and every Sunday you will carry Bible to come and they do buhobo on the altar. When the time comes to defend those people that you are gathering there, collecting their money every Sunday, collecting their money every church activities, when the time to come to go and defend them, you are running away. You are running away because you and those politicians who vow that Africa will never see light of the day, you are the same. That's why you're running away. Because if you don't run away, you may have problem with them. If anybody find the Archbishop of Enugu and he open his mouth, I am challenging him now, you open his mouth and say on media that is Christian genocide in Nigeria, one day, I will give you 5 million naira. If this is, you don't know why I focus on him. I know why I focus on him. I don't want to. They say, you people are attacking the Yorubas. Now, at least this one is not a Yoruba man. This one is my own Christian brother. If he go there and he open his mouth, say it, one day come and take 5 million. He don't dare open mouth and say it. He will never open his mouth and utter that word. Do you see the danger that is surrendering everybody? Even those you call your daddy GOs are your they are your killers. They are among those who are slaughtering you. This matter, the Nnamdi they run away. To confirm what I have been telling you where they belong. Now, are they going to now begin to lie against the Islamic umbrella where they belong? That is the question you ask. Are they going to be lying, let me say, defending against? Rather, they will lie against us. They will lie against the Christians. In other words, to remain strong in that court where they are. Because this is the people who fund them. These people who buy them jets. This is the people who buy them all these luxury vehicles. This is the people who build them, who give them money to build mansions. Not you. It's not you. It is these people. So they must protect that image. You know, in IPOB, that's the way we work. That's why I said, when somebody I told this guy, I said, go and look for Archbishop of Enugu. Find it, make movement, he said, why? I said, don't worry. I will send you money for your expenses, for your this thing. Make sure you search him out. Look for him in any way. Just ask him, sir, this matter of Christian killing in Nigeria, please, what is your stand? If that man utter word, if he eventually open his mouth, utter word, where is Tunde Bakare? Where is Tunde Bakare? Have you said anything? Where is David Oyedepo, who have said it before in his altar, that they are killing Christians in the north? That was when Buhari was there. The video is there. That was when Buhari was there. Do you see why I said the Britain, they knew what they do in Nigeria? They knew that the kind of seed they plant in Nigeria can never let Africa move forward. If a person who were vibrating on the altar, laying a curse against the killers of the Christians in the north during the time of Buhari, is now silent because they are the one now chopping. They are the one chopping from the blood of the innocent Nigerians. I mean, David Oyedepo. At least that one were shouting on top of his voice during the time of Buhari. But if he have come to his time, and now he is purely silent about this matter, and this is now that he's supposed to speak up so that to see if this problem will resolve once and for all. But they have gone dumb, deaf and dumb. Because of what? This is what they want us to be doing. Some of them say IPOB is so powerful that they're supposed to use the umbrella of IPOB to be protecting Igbo politicians against other tribes, because other tribes are doing the same thing they are doing. And we are responding them in IPOB. This is not the reason for IPOB. IPOB, our reason is to liberate both the Hausas from the bondage, liberate both the Yorubas from the bondage, liberate every single human being made by God that is in that trap called Nigeria. This is the purpose of IPOB. So don't expect us to join the foolishness of others in Nigeria. We tackle evil wherever the evil is coming out from. That's what I told. I said, we tackle evil wherever it's coming out from. We don't want to know if this evil is, if this thing is coming out from our person. If it's our person, look at what we did to Ebukobi. The same complaint people inbox me. Hey, Lionman, why you people are not? We know that that one. This is what they will come to inbox to tell you. We know that you people are talking the truth, but this is our own now. After all, that tribe are doing it, they are protecting their own. And I told them that, my brother, I love Ebukobi, and I want Ebukobi to be one of the powerful Christian movement which Yorubas have enjoyed. I want our Igbo person, among our Igbo person, to enjoy the same good which the Yorubas have enjoyed under this Christianity umbrella. As I want him to enjoy it, but let him not go that way. So how can you still love it? How can you bring false testimony? And during that false testimony, that was my point of argument to the man who called me. I said, my anger is this. Okay, let us say it is job. They use the lady to sell job to make more money on the worship ground every day. Because I watched that program live. Immediately that testimony happened, our brother carried microphone and said, the God who do it for Lovett will do it for you. Come and tap from the grace. I know how crowd came. Crowd that came there. I know our people, how mentality of our people. Some people will discharge all their pocket. Imagine, imagine around, let's say, where 1,000 people came out with 10,000 or even 5,000. Do you know how many million that was raised on that particular testimony? And unfortunately, the same Lovett who perfected that particular job were not made rich. I keep on saying, I'm not against anybody, but don't use it. Don't use person. Don't use somebody. If you use somebody, give that somebody what due to him, because this is a money for crime. Give the person the due share, because that was the first thing I did. I wanted to know how much Lovett was giving. I discovered that Lovett was not giving anything. She was only giving, I think, 140,000 naira. I said, for why? Where over 100 million were raised on that particular floor that very day, then why can't you give this girl 20 million? Make her rich, make her comfortable. And we ended it. And since that time, fake testimony end. We said, we don't want to, we love you for bringing this particular branch to Igbo land. That's actually a very good son of Igbo land. The ones carrying crutches, saying the lame walk, we tell them, no, we don't want that in our land. Don't go the way of the Yorubas. Please, don't do that in our. We don't want it. Since the existence of Christian unity in Nigeria, no cripple have ever walked. No blind have ever made to see. I said, that is not the physical practice of blind that Bible we are talking. Bible speak in parable. Like now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made Nigerian to see. That is the miracle of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Many of us were blind. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu uttered his word. Our eyes open. That is what Bible means. Bible never tell you it was a blind man. People who acted it on film, after reading story, you have to write a script and act it accordingly. So are you blaming those who act the film for where they carry sand and rub on somebody's eye and the film? Because that is the acting area of that particular verse in Bible. That acting, that's why it is called acting. There is no reality in this. There is no truth in it. It is called fiction. This is the story I read from a book, and I want to use this book to act movie. Is it not what I read out there I'm going to do? It doesn't mean that thing I'm acting on movie is real. It's not real. And this is exactly what I want our pastors to be teaching our generation. If when you reach that place, they say, Jesus made the blind to see. After reading it as a sand in Bible, bring that the same Bible and tell them, this is not what this Bible means. No, that the blind man will come to this church now. We pray the person see, he will never see. This is not what he meant. What he meant is when you are ignorant, somebody came and speak wisdom, and you regain your brain, which means that person have done you deliverance. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did was almost everybody were blind, walking in dark. You know, only about just asoku la Nigeria. And he came as God appointed him. He came, and many eyes were open. He did not just only open the eyes of ordinary people. Many pastors' eyes opened of hearing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu voice. Many pastors today amend their way. Many reverend fathers today amend their ways. I don't want to be mentioning the name of reverend fathers who amend their ways. They begin to see the truth. They begin to reinterpret the Bible. They begin to explain Bible the way the Bible is supposed to explain. The preaching of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that made the blind to see is according to what make Ebe Damina readjust himself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made Ebe Damina eye to open, and he repent from his sin and start speaking the truth. Dr. Ebe Damina is among those that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deliver from their blindness. Are you getting it now? That is so. Anytime you are reading Bible and you read, there is nothing. Since the history, do you understand me? Go and say, let me talk. Since the history of Christianity in Africa, blind man have never seen. A crippled man have never walked. A woman from fibroid have never been healed. Forget what you see on camera. A woman from fibroid have never been healed. I've never been delivered. They have never been delivered. All this you are seeing is abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see. That's why we tell you, if you come to abroad, you will begin to understand the true meaning of Christianity. Christianity in abroad is to, I have said this before, Christianity is a very good umbrella. This is where you can revive the consciousness of humanity. Begin to tell somebody, oh, Bible said don't kill. Bible said don't bear false witness against somebody. So when you left the church, anytime somebody called you to come and blackmail anybody, you will remember that that's a place in Bible that says don't bear false witness against somebody. You withdraw yourself. Do you see the importance of Christianity? When you want to kill, you remember that there is a place in Bible that pastor read in the church that say, thou shalt not kill. If you have gun, you discharge your bullet and go and keep it. When you want to steal, you want to go to robbery, you remember that there's a place in Bible where a pastor read for you when you went to church and say, thou shalt not steal. You do what? You withdraw yourself from that movement of stealing. It is Christianity, or the definition of Christianity is to keep the conscience of a man alive. Because when your conscience is alive, you will understand that before you want to go through my back and stab me knife, you will not remember, why am I going to stab Lionman? What exactly have they done to me? If I stab this man now, this man will sustain a very serious injury. You not keep that knife. That means that is the benefit of what you learn from church. Keeping the consciousness of a man alive. But unfortunately in Nigeria, they left the primary teaching. That is why Nigeria is dominated in evil today. They abandoned the primary purpose of Christianity. Do you know what they did? They begin to preach what they call it. They begin to preach prosperity. You do this, God will bless you. Jesus will give you money. Serve God. So everybody left the primary purpose and now switch on. They now switch on into that. So if you know what happened, everybody lost their conscience lost. And when a man conscience lost, evil will take dominion in that society. That's exactly what happened in Nigeria. Nigeria now dominated with evil. Because nobody is telling them, is teaching them that primary purpose. They now abandon the primary purpose, begin to talk about money, success. God does not give money. Church, being a Christian can never make you rich. What will make you rich is the service you provide to the society, the world we live. If that service is accepted in the society, money begin to come into your pocket. What service do you have to render? Are you rendering to the society? Are you a caterer? Go and cook and render food to the society. Serve the society, provide food. Money will come. Are you an author? You're a writer? Write a book. Provide the knowledge of that book to the society. People begin to buy, money begin to come. Are you a musician? Compose the music. Render service of joy to the public, where people can dance your music, where they're listening, money is entering into your account. Jesus Christ have no business with that one. Before Christ, before the story of Christ, there has been the rich and the poor. And as it is then, that is how it is now. It can't change. Before the existence of Christ, there have been the rich. Also, there have been the poor. So that is it. That is it. That's why they hate people like us, because we help to open people's eyes. Because a blind man can never contribute positively in any society where he is. Until you see. Is it not when you see, you begin to know what is good and know this will look beautiful, this will look bad? Can a blind man differentiate bad and good? No. A blind man cannot do it until you see. Like the way we are exposing, I told you, come. Look. These people who you are respecting, who you think they are one of those who is praying for God to save you, they are the people, they are the problem you have. This is the major, the worst enemy of a man is the one that come to you and say, Lionman, he will smile, he will hug me. Lionman, hey, I have seen Lionman, oh God, oh my brother, hey, my uncle, oh, you are so amazing, this and that. While in his hand, as he's hugging you in his hand, there is a very bad knife in his hand, standing like this at your back. That's the worst enemy in every man's life. Enemy who make his stand known to you can never defeat you. Now it is open now. Nigeria now have seen where their problem are coming from. At least today, Yoruba Christian can see where their problem is, where their suffering is coming from in Nigeria. They are now know that it's from their own pastors. Today, an average Biafran who reason very well can now confirm, yes, oh, these are our pastors that gather us every Sunday, so they are our problem. Today, the Hausa Christians in the north, the picture now is more clear to them that, oh, the people we thought they can save us are really our problem. Because we are on Twitter, we are seeing something that is coming out from the north. The northern Christians are highly disappointed on the Christian Association of Nigeria umbrella. One tweeted that say, I replied him and say, now you know. Are you just knowing now? I said, this thing, we have known this since over 15 years ago. I said, well, good morning. You are well, anytime I ask that, whenever you wake up, that is your own money. That's when your day starts. And that is why IPOB apply it in that way, that nobody forces anybody to join IPOB. What IPOB does is this: we keep on campaigning, we keep on telling the truth, we keep on exposing, we keep on exposing, we keep on exposing until It happened to you. Many people who said IPOP want to cause problem. Are we now the cause of the demolition of your houses in Lagos? The answer is no. Are we now the cause of your demolition of your businesses in Lagos? Destruction of your businesses in Lagos? The answer is no. Are we now the problem of the killings in Kwara? The answer is no. So what is the problem? The problem is simply what we have revealed to you and what we have keeping on to reveal to you. We told you that your lawmakers and your religious leaders are your problem. And today, everybody have confirmed it. And the IPOP, we told you that the officials of Nigeria are stark illiterates. They are not educated. Forget professor this, professor that, professor that. Soludo, if you look at how Soludo is governing, what do you call it, Anambra, you can tell yourself, many people are beginning to ask the question. Somebody wrote on his page, somebody that I don't know, and when they see my name, somebody have to call my attention and say, Lionman, come and see what this man wrote. He said, Lionman said it. I listened to one Lionman said it that most of all the officials of Nigeria are stark illiterate. The man wrote, he wrote about Soludo. He said, Soludo, don't let me believe in what one Lionman always said. He said, I have beginning to look direction of Soludo that professor degree he's holding may be forgery because it doesn't show that this man is educated. Somebody call my attention, and when they see my name where he read it, say, don't let me believe that what one lion man is saying. Don't let that word be truth, because I'm beginning to question the academic background of Soludo. And today, senators are confirming it, challenging themselves. The issue of forgery certificate in Nigeria, they say is normal. Obasanjo became president of Nigeria by forgery certificate. Buhari, the late Buhari, made president of Nigeria, entered as president of Nigeria with forgery certificate. Godswill Akwa Ibom became a governor in Akwa Ibom with forgery certificate. Next in Wike became a governor with forgery certificate. Ojozo Kanu were made a governor in Niger State with forgery certificate. Rochas Okorocha were made a governor in Imo State with forgery certificate. Pope Uzodimma is today sitting as a governor with forgery certificate. Peter Obi certificate is what I can tell you, yes, is merit. In as much I don't like him because he is evil. Now. We must tell the truth. Ngige, who call IPOB miscreant, is operating under forgery certificate. EEDC, Emekofo, is operating under forgery certificate. Ole ka ị ga-ekwu hapụ ole. Ole ka ị ga-ekwu hapụ ole. And these are the people parading themselves as emperors of the city. This is why they can never humble themselves, because they don't know the meaning. They don't know the meaning of education. And this is why they are not even planning to make sure that things work. Because if you know what, if they allow the society or the country to work, the workable country, would them verify all these things? When they say this country is working, which means every hidden thing will be made revealed. That's why the Nigeria will never work. The Tinubu today, you are seeing today, no single certificate. Not even the one of nursery school. But he's your president. Not even the one of nursery school. But he's your certificate. He's your president. Then how are you expecting development? Where you see people, the people they call your founding fathers of forgery. When the fathers are forging, which means the children will forge. Today, number 6 man, every time number 6 man, Benjamin Kanu, forgery name. That is not his name. Forgery name, forgery certificate. And he is the deputy speaker of the House of Assembly of a nation. Dave Umai, he has been a governor with a forgery certificate. Today is the Minister of Work, standing under the platform of forgery certificate. Yoruba senators and their politicians, that is normal. I can tell you vividly that the whole Yoruba governors and this, they are Oluwele. But what I'm talking about our own, so that I won't go to where nothing concern me. I know they go where nothing concern me. What is the agenda? Let us go to the issue of Igbo destruction of business and properties. Remi Tinubu told you 2019 they are going to kill the Igbos, drive them out of Lagos, take over their business, take over their. Do you know why? What do you call it? Did you know why? Very dark man. Do you know why Nigeria government sent him to China? Do you know why Nigeria government sponsored him to China? Where our Igbo brothers were following him up and down. Ndi believe. Do you know why he went to China? Do you know what he went to China to go and do? To go and profile the Igbos. That was what Nigeria government sent him to go and do. Go and profile the Igbos. But unfortunately, the business commerce, this thing, China Minister of Commerce couldn't buy to that idea, knowing fully well when they went to their record of their business transaction, Igbo names, Igbo names, Igbo names. He couldn't succeed. The China Minister of Commerce were highly disappointed. These are the people who deceive you, who are following. They believe. Ndị be anyị na-ahapụ mezaya na-achọ mezaya ndị ọzọ. That's why I say ndị Igbo na-eme ka ndị anyị nwa na-eme ka ndị abụrụ ọnụ, but God forbid. Nke a na anyị n'ọkpa. Let me tell you ka ndị abụrụ ọnụ ka ha si eme. You know, when Ebukobi was in Yoruba land, do you know that our people, family who are sick, they are interested of going to Lagos on Ebukobi? That is research I made. They were trying to go to Lagos to go and see Ebukobi for prayer. But since Ebukobi brought it to their leg, most of them are not interested again. Something difficult, something there is no road is where if you see them, they will. But you see that one very close to them, they will never give it value. Look at them, all of them attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the majority of people who are attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have run to very dark man. And that one will use style to interview them, gathering their secret, returning back to the government who sent them message. But this group of people hate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you see that they are now looking for savior that is not their own? This is how the Igbos are afflicting themselves, self-afflicted pains. Do you know why they didn't respect that word? Stop building outside the Igbo land, because it is our beloved late father who said it, Ojukwu. If it is American citizen, if it is American white man that came and told them and told the Igbo, don't make investment in Lagos or in Abuja, all of us will obey. Go and write what I told you. All of us, if you see the ways, both Obi Kubana, everybody will obey. Ojo Kanu will obey. Everybody will obey. But you know why they call the word irrelevant word? Because it was Ojukwu who said it. It was Ojukwu who said it. You see the Yorubas, other tribe in Nigeria studying the Igbo, study Chandi Igbo, study Ahaka Akuko, then they start dealing with them. Do you remember when the Yoruba pastors always go abroad to go and bring white man for church program? Because do you know why they did that? Because they study Ndi Igbo. That time they now turn strategy. They now begin to bring Benihim, bring this one, bring Joel, bring this one, different type of program. And the Igbo millionaires are paying for the expense of those invitations in the Yoruba church. Because the Yoruba knew that this is sickness for us. If it is a white man that will be shouting Ndi Igbo, stop investing outside the Igbo land. Well, out that we want to be truthful to our people. If not, not that we don't have this kind of idea of the problem of our people. Or do you think that the members of DOS does not know about this problem? Maybe if they want this war to be active, they will just go and arrange one white man and say, come and tell our people to not to invest outside Igbo land because their economy will be targeted. It doesn't take DOS anything to arrange one white man to come and tell our people the thing. Do you know what our people will say? How go your child? Abo happy here. Argument ga-ahụzibe ha na-aṅụ nkwụ ata isi ewu agwụrụ agwọ atachazie ha afọ adọrọ kpum ka ite ihe ọ na-akọ eri nwanne hapụ ihe a anụrụ m ya na redio Biafra onye kwuru ya bụ onye ọcha bụ ihe abụ ihe ndị Igbo ndị banye ncha nzuzu ị gara anụzi data bụ alive anụrụ m ya na redio Biafra onye ọ bụrụ onye Igbo kwuru ihe a onye ọcha si anya emezila investment na Yoruba land, onye ọcha si anya emela investment na ala ndị Hausa, ọ si anya emela ha ga-ehụ ya that word will be very very active. Onye ọkọ ga-asị na ọkụ onye ọcha kwuru ya manela anyị laughing. Ọkụ onye ọcha kwuru ya ma onye ọcha ịmara ndị ọcha ma ihe ga-ehụ ya that campaign had been very active. That is why God raised Showore. That is why God go into Showore and speak to him and say, I want to use you to deliver my son. I want to use you to deliver my son. That spirit just enters Showore. This you think is ordinary. I want to use you to deliver my son. Come. Do you see how Ndibu is responding? Because Robu Onibu. Over him na watana. Liha abrumono, other people no abruman. Do you see how both market leaders aside the Igbo land in Lagos, in Abuja, do you see how they are responding? That's why I keep on giving him support, sharing every movement of him. Because that man needs to be delivered there. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to be delivered from there. I was telling somebody, I say, do you see where God loves Ndibo? Because God knows all very, God, He knows us very well. And because of the sincerity of our forefathers, that is why God is still standing strong on Igbo race. Our forefathers live excellent life. Our forefathers, all of them were sent. They are all sent. I'm telling you. And that is what God is looking at. Say no. Because of the forefathers of this race, I am going to deliver them, even though when they don't want to be delivered, I go deliver them from every means. Because their forefathers served me, honored me truly. But this generation of ours, this generation of Ndibo, as the grace we are still enjoying today as Igbo people in that Nigeria without being wiped out, because to wipe us out is as easy as anything. Ndị Igbo dị iberibe. Anyị dị iberibe. What is this video? Come go see the video. One of iberibe anyị dị. I didn't make many women bury. Esum ndị Igbo. Anyị dị iberibe. That's why I'm just generalize it. Anyị. I say mụ na ndị a dị iberibe. Mụ nwa dị amaghị ihe. Anyị dị iberibe. Anyị dị iberibe. Come go see something here. I want to show you the video. Where is this? I want to show you something. Where did I save that video? Leha. Leha ndi believe. Leha here. Leha. Okay, from there. Okay, from this group of moron. If you are an Igbo youth, avoid them. We don't have an Igbo group. One day, ndị a dịchacha nzuzu, ndị a dịchacha iberibe, ha na-akọ akụkọ, ha na-akọ ka ndị agbara ọgwụ. They always talk like people that has mental problem. Look at this. Look at it. Look. Is that these people you call elders? This is not the question in the mother. Very, very wrong. They are because now I'm stating now. Oh, that he was in the why have to say what the contact? That's what the contact now, and I feel like I I'm direct contact like feel. Say I said my post in the flat. Don't private jet the room. Also like a private jet. I'm not a I have my direct contact about you come and come. So all the people put in we commit that we have this kind of nonsense people. Chai. What exactly do we commit? What exactly do we commit? In Nobala Joe Mongajo, Kihi ndi Boji ndi Susu, and they actually most of them have a elders. Have elders. And if you are not careful enough, they say, nah, you are insulting your elders. I have my darling contact in Nassau. I nominate a private jet. Have private jet in the federal government. Instead of this group of the elders, yeah, wounded Zuzu from their youth. I'm people asking her. Don't forget that the foolish person also grow old. Is there any place they wrote and said a foolish child will die young? No. There is no place there. It's like now, for foolish ladies. Is there anywhere they say a foolish woman will die young? No. This particular generation of Igbo ladies that is la media, about all media, in other way, to bring money and eat. Do you think that they will not grow old? I'm asking you. Then, if he now grow old, like my Like my late mother grew, 89 years, when I was preparing to give her a very befitting birthday, 90th birthday. She couldn't make it. Do you think that they will not, most of them will not reach 90? Do you think that most of them will not reach 100? You are a liar. They will reach. Most of them will reach. Most of them will grow very old. Then now, as a young man or a young lady there who will meet them in their old age, won't you go and seek advice from them? This is the danger in our society. Which advice such woman will give you as an elderly woman? Do you think you have any better advice to give you? Do you think such woman at her old age will have a good idea to give your young ladies at that time? He won't. The advice she will give those young ladies is bad advice because she grow old with bad intention. Which advice Nna would want to give you as an old man? Ask yourself, which advice Nna would want to give you? This is the people that we, the young ones now in their face, are calling them, come, listen to us. This is where the solution is. And the so-called elders are doing like this. Nah. And within a little time, they will see the danger manifest while we are calling them. I told the people that don't believe everyone. They say what the elders are sitting down to see. Children will climb Iroko tree, they not go see them. But if you ask somebody who is not well educated, what is the meaning of that word? He will say that it is word of elders. No. Go and make your research, the meaning of elder. There are many meanings of elders. Elders can be defined as somebody who is well knowledgeable and well coordinated. Elders can be defined with age. So do you see the diversity of elders? So when you hear elder, you ask, which type of elder? Is it elder of knowledge or elder by age? If it is elder by age, avoid advice from such elder. That is elder only for age. That is elder who provides solutions to the table. And that type of elder can even be a person of 20 years of age. That kind of elder can be somebody who is like members of IPOB. We are all elders because we know solution to everything. So our own elder is elder with knowledge and perfect wisdom and understanding. So when you need solution to the society, you approach the elders in IPOB. You will not say, let us go and meet the elders and hear from the elders. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when our Lord Ejimako were doing like Odumoje, we call it Sukrutu. When he was busy doing like Sukrutu, doing like Sukrutu, because of his greed, selfish interest. When he was busy doing like Shukrutu, what did the elders and IPOB told him? Come, this movement you are going to regret it. Even I was asking that, I said, for the first place where I was angry, it's not for Allah, because I know Allah is a criminal. You know, normally criminal doesn't have wisdom. That's something. So it was when I got angry, it was when Agabi joined. I was questioning I said, Agabi, the former Attorney General of Nigeria. So does it mean that Agabi is using forgery certificate? That was where my mindset went directly. Because Agabi should know better that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer. And Agabi should have known better not to involve himself in such mess, knowing fully well with his position in a law firm. Do you know what is called Attorney General of Nigeria? That's why I said Nigeria has been in a mess for a very long time. Because for Agabi to accept to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu into illegal trial simply means one no gana tonya certificate here. Obo yama wenda certificate. I thought about it. Uno go back there Agabi na pata certificate yoji. Obo yama wenda. The man was like my head funny. I said no, he have all issue funny. But remember man say uno chubonya na time certificate. Who obo yama wenda ten. Arro. Because he should have been the one that should have called Alod Ejimako and said, sit down. Give me the document of this trial. Give me the case file of Mazi Nnamdi. He will give it. He will go home and study it. I said, no. My brother, come. Don't go back to trial. Because if we go back to trial, that means we are working on the illegality. And there is no way you can bring justice under the platform of illegality. That's why when there is illegality, what do judge do? It happens in Europe, it happens in America, it happens all over the world. If police, which is the prosecutor of the state prosecutors, eventually made any mistake that lead to illegality of any defendant in any court, do you know what judge will do? Because Constitution prohibits the standing trial or initiating trial under illegality. That's why before trial commence, every evidence or every proof must be present to the judge. Then the prosecutor, the state prosecutor, must have every proof available to prosecute the defendant. Then, if the police and the prosecutor fail to provide sustainable evidence, it's called sustainable evidence. Do you know what the judge will do? That is why sometimes judge will say, I hereby release this person under bail. If this, maybe this case is very, very tough. They talk, I hereby, because judge is an offense to keep an accused person detained under the lock key. Do you understand me? Under the lock key. without having any evidence to prosecute that person. So do you know what we do? Judge will now release the person under bail, depending when the state and the police will provide. We provide the evidence that needed to try that to commence that trial. They will ask the person to go. Then we will serve you paper when we are ready, but not to be detained. Go and make a research in the developed world. This thing, try. That is how it is done. Some people will have case under 6 months. They will free them. Go and check that case file. It will see where this person is liberated. It will write there temporary liberated, not permanent, temporary liberated, pending when the investigation will be concluded. They will allow the person to go. Then as soon as, then that one now will give the police chance. That case may commence after 2 years again. I have seen it happen, many in abroad. I have seen it happen. Suddenly, maybe the person said, the defendant have even forgotten that they have case. Suddenly, police will not park in front of his gate. The person may be coming from work. The person may be coming back from his business. Maybe after 2 years, police will not park there, be waiting for him. As soon as they come, they say, Mr. Man, this and that, good afternoon, or good morning, or good evening, or good night. How are you? This and that. You have a case to answer. Look at the paper we obtained from judge for the arrest. Immediately, they will tell the person, enter vehicle. In some cases, they will tell the person, do you have anything to take in your house? I have seen it happen. Do you have anything to take clothes? What you will need there? I've seen where somebody came back from work and the case he had 3 years ago, and that 3 years ago he was sent to go. Just say, and immediately from the court they leave the person. The person went home, start living a new life entirely. It doesn't even involve himself in any crime anymore. Start living doing his private business, open shop, doing everything. After 3 years, they came for his arrest for the case he has 3 years ago. They said now they have found the sustainable evidence to prosecute him. He went inside his house, take his goods from police. They escort him inside his house. He take his clothes, take things he needs, take everything. They allow him to make calls. He call his family, call everybody. Look at what I'm seeing now, this and that, this and that. They match him, he enter vehicle, they drive him straight to prison. They drop him inside the prison. They fix his court date. Then after 6 months, he was released under merit because Court of Appeal now proved that police spies have been monitoring him since after that case. They now confirm it. Even the same people who wrote the report now wrote a report that yes, we have investigated him, we have been following him since that 3 years. We find out that he's living a very new life. It doesn't involve in any crime. They even wrote address of his shop. Look at where his business located. Look at the hour he entered. Look at the hour he closed. The man was surprised. So, oh, these people have been following me. They say this is the hour he always enters. This is the hour. Look at the place he go. Look at the church he attend. Look at the meeting, the union. We always go to this particular union. Everything was indicated in that paper submitted, then judge now give him permanent freedom. They say he should go. But what he did, that they have found out the truth, that what he did require him of 10 years. But because of the report they got from people who are following him since all this while, he now merited that in now squash all his past activity. The thing squash it, everything. Judge, they free him. They say he's under constitution. That's how he got his freedom. So for Agabi to go in to defend Mazi, that was when I knew that there is evil intention waiting for Mazi Nnamdi. And they are all corporate in this particular plan. Agabi is involved. Alode Jimako is involved. Because one thing I must say, Agabi knew that illegal trial is an offense against constitution. Agabi is not from except what is using is a forgery certificate. But if it is genuine that Agabi went to law school, studied it, obtained PhD in the law, which means he is involved in that game. On the Lionman language, except he is operating under forgery certificate. But if it is genuine, his certificate, his academic certificate is genuine, obtained by law degree. He obtained degree in law. Then he was approached on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, and he endorsed retrial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case, which means he is involved. There is a plan to jail Mazi Nnamdi. That is why it was because of Agabi acceptance of illegal trial again against the Constitution of Nigeria that made Mazi Nnamdi to go on Radio Biafra and say Atukwala no onye ndungao. That is where he extracted his own result. So for this man of this particular level in law in Nigeria to accept to stand to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu under illegality, which means this man must have something. This man is included for the plan to jail an innocent man. That was the reason why Mazi Nnamdi went on air and said, Atukwala no onye ndungao. Because it's very simple to understand the game. When people are playing game, intelligent men and women will be watching the game. Intelligent men and women will be telling you, look at where this result of this game will land. Then they will tell you when they quit the game. Quit the game. If you don't quit this game, your money will go. Quit the game. Quit the game. If you hear the advice, you quit from the game. You quit from the game immediately, knowing that there is danger. If not, you lost your capital. It was a pure. It's like what Bintan Yako did to siblings of Mazi Nnamdi. Do you know that it was Bintan Yako that advised? Do you know that it was Bintan Yako that advised Mazi Nnamdi Kanu siblings, Fine Boy and Alode Jimako, to go and put for a trial? How many of you know? You don't know. It was Bintan Yako who advised them to file for a trial when the federal government filed for stay of execution. And Mike Ezekwueme say that the filing of stay of execution is illegal. It violates the Nigerian constitution. Mike Ezekwueme said it, but Stephen Ejiofor said it. the stay of execution filed by Malami, the Attorney General of Nigeria, Malami, is an illegal. It violated the law, the Nigeria Constitution. Okay. The day I did the broadcast, I analyzed everything. I said, Barrister San Mike Edokume is right, but Stephen Ejiofor is right. I said, look. Before if the Nigerian government insists that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must go through trial, I said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the final person to come on board in the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What the title of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case will be, the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It will be the titled the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Inside that trial, we will now have multiple people that will stand trial. Because it is why it will be tagged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu trial, because he was the one they accuse. But many people will not go in for it. Didn't I say it earlier? As I did this broadcast that day, analyzing how this constitution should function. When Mike Edokume and Barrister Stephen Ejiofor said political solution, and I did broadcast, I explained the reason of that political solution. The political solution is like this: saving the Nigerian state from shame. Even I was against that political solution. I said, oh, does it mean that Mike Edokume want to hide Nigeria from being punished from what they did? Okay. If God didn't know, I say, well, I believe that he know what he's doing, and I believe that he know better than me. Maybe that is the reason for that. I said, okay. If that would be the case, which means now, another way around, they are letting the people who commit the crime of kidnapping, international kidnapping, to go away with their crime. Because that is the meaning of political solution. Political solution means Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never have chance of suing Nigeria state. Do you see the political solution? That was when these lawyers throw a golden opportunity to Nigeria. But because of the officials of, that's why I'm telling you, because of the officials of Nigeria, 90% are illiterates. And these illiterates are dominated most on the judiciary arms of Nigeria government, which is which is disaster. If it's not that the majority officials governing Nigeria are illiterate, they could have seen what we saw earlier and say, we accept. Even they are the people that are supposed to even accept that thing very quickly, grab it and say, oh, now I have opportunity. Let us grant the opportunity and quash every charges and every stream that may spring up. Because that political solution, if Nigeria state signed it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will sign it. And that will prevent him of suing Nigeria. That will prevent him of going further to sue anybody involved in his kidnapping. And because of your senators are illiterates, your House of Rep members are illiterates, your governors are illiterate, your ministers are illiterate, your presidents are illiterate. Do you see why the white man say illiteracy is a very, very big disease, sickness, virus? Because if they have known this, they couldn't have been in a mess at all. They couldn't have been in a mess. Because it was a total mess that these people put themselves into. And seeing a man of such caliber in terms of law, I was wondering, I said, what is the intention of Agabi? Normally I was worried. I said, what is the intention of this man? At the end of the day, now what happened? Where did everybody landed? Everybody have landed on where the US stood. The problem. That's why, why now I find out that why Nigerian officials are not respecting their citizens. Do you know why? The worst thing that can happen to society is when an illiterate has opportunity to become a billionaire. Get here, yeah, Ibarra city. You will run mad. That is why most of your governors are mad. Don't you see how Hope Uzodinma behave? When you don't see how Wike behave like a madman? Because do you know when a stark illiterate become a billionaire? Society has a problem. Except that stark illiterate have a good advisor, well-educated man that will be controlling him. Come, don't go there and talk like this. Don't go there and talk like this. Don't go there and talk like this. They will be guiding him. That's why footballers in abroad, white people, most of these white footballers you see, most of them they don't even write, most of them don't know how to write their name. Do you know? But why are they hiring people to manage them? Why? Why do you think that they're hiring people to manage them? Because they know that the wealth that will come to them may make them become idiot in a society. So they now have people who are educated that surround them, managing them. Even when the journalists are trying to have access to them, those ones will tell them, don't pay attention to journalists, don't talk, don't open, don't say anything. That's why sometimes when journalists will stop them, they will do like this. They will not say any word because the person managing them, don't open your mouth and say anything so that you will not go and cause scandal on media. Don't say anything. Maybe if it is something that is undodgeable, they will first of all go inside room and coach him. Come, if they ask you, just answer them this way, and if another question spring up, just avoid the question and move on. Tell them you have nothing to say regardless of that. The only thing they guide him to say is what he will say. To avoid the mistake. But look at it. If we can open mouth talk, can't you see that this person is a pure illiterate? This person does not even enter school. Don't you see it? It shows everywhere about him. So I wonder, something always brings somebody out to disgrace him. I wonder what Agabi was doing, trying to stand on illegality to defend somebody. How can you defend somebody on illegality? Who does that? Your constitution, which you have been an attorney general. Nigeria constitution said this man is prohibited of standing trial of any kind. Listen, of any kind. One, due to invasion of 2017, which the army went and invaded a house of a man who is waiting to return to court. Army went to his house to invade the house without the authorization of court. The same court who discharged him under bail said, go and wait and come back to court. Then Nigeria Army went there. At the process, gunned down 28 youths inside the compound. And there is a bullet holes on the wall. Evidence. A sustainable evidence. And as a right of a man who is still living, when a man sees danger of death, he has every right to escape. It's under Constitution. Then the man escaped. In other way, to prove the fact, dead bodies were lying lifeless on the compound of this, on the scene of the invasion. Are you understanding it now? Then not only that, no army officers or commanders were brought to book in regards of that. Corruption, illegality have taken place on the version of that case of invasion of his compound. So you cannot go further for that particular case under bail, because if you want to go further, you will bring the chief security, the what you call commissioner for security of Abia State, will be jailed. They will bring him and jail him. Security advisor to the Okesni, as the governor of Abia State, will be jailed. I said it in my analysis. I said, security advisor, the commissioner for security of Abia State, will be jailed. Security advisor to the governor of Okesni, as then, will be jailed. Then the GOC, the GOC of Army Barrack of Abia State, will be jailed. Then the commander that lead the squad, the battalion, will be jailed. If they are not ready to sentence these people to jail, and they underline that death is involved, which means most of them may face death penalty, because Nigeria has death penalty in their constitution. So most of these cases, there are people that are army officers that will go to death penalty in regards of that particular action took place in the National Company. So since not to bring these people into a danger line, we're trying to go that way, then the federal government will play smart in other way to breach the constitution. That is another breach of constitution. To boycott the constitution by doing what? By striking at that particular case. So okay, because of this, we here now struck this case out, which means that case have ended. Since thank God that the man is alive. Now nobody should step into that. If you want to step into that case, which means you want to bring the army officers into jail, they strike it out, case closed. Then another one issue here is, this is an international law. If you are searching for me, Lionman, you want me to come and answer for any case, you will not go through process with evidence of the reason why you want me to be coming back to come and answer. You come to Brazil, you file the official case, you put there whatever allege you may put with evidence, because white people, they don't do without evidence. With evidence, you put them, then I will be invited for questioning. When I go to the questioning, after I've been invited, they will, according to what you place, what you file for them that I did, they will be reading out for me. They will be asking me, am I aware? I say, I'm aware or no. Are you aware? The one that I say, I'm not aware of this. They write it there, I'm not aware. After questioning, they say, okay, we are going to fix a date for hearing. Then defense will come. Defense will come. Then after reading what Nigeria may have filed, I will now say, okay, I'm aware or not aware, then accepted or guilty or not guilty. Not guilty, go home. Because the case is not something of the remanding person in detention. No, go home. They now fixed the court date, which Nigeria will send a representative to come and represent them. Then the country will send investigator to go and bring them investigation, to go and bring them evidence. Then they will go, like IPOB did. IPOB sent private journalist, a Finland journalist to Nigeria. Nigeria didn't know, to go and provide evidence against the killers of Biafra, which is Simon Ekpa. They went home, went to Imo State, went to Enugu, went to the compound of the pregnant woman Simon ordered to kill. They went there, meet the family, gather questions, gather information. The woman in Imo State, who posed them, what do you call it, Simon and the Gentle, cut off the head and the leg, because he went and collected rice from APC political party. They said the woman is a saboteur. He went to collect rice. The woman were killed, were beheaded by Gentle and Simon. They went to the compound of the woman. The children told the journalist, our mother, only the offense of our mother was he went and collected rice from APC, and then came here, pick our mother, and go, only to dump her on the road, headless. They removed the head. That's how our mother killed. The journalists, the white man cried in the compound of that beheaded woman. And they asked, so Simon Ekpa is in their land, is in Finland, in my own country. Then a hungry woman, that was what provoked the journalist. Because the journalist say a hungry woman. A hungry woman went and collect rice. Simon Ekpa ordered for his killing, and he was killed. She was killed. They took the report. Before the journalist left Nigeria, the report was like this, very hip. He went back and get to the Finland and present it to their police headquarters. That was when they handcuffed him. They handcuffed Simon and because evidence they don't show. White people, they don't believe in, they say, no, they don't believe in what You have to provide what they will see, evidence, proof. The journalists, which the politicians, which Nigeria government have bribed in millions of euros, all of them run away, all of them hide. Because judiciary is independent there. Police is independent there. The Finnish, what do you call it? The Finnish embassy in Nigeria that collected money from the Nigerian government, they all denied Simon. They are all denied because themselves may land in prison. Europe is not Nigeria, where politicians is untouchable. Even politicians are highly targeted in Europe than ordinary street man. They run away. So when I now look at, I was asking question, what is well-known, knowledgeable man like Agabi, what is he doing in the case of Mazi Nnamdi for the trial? And another person now that's supposed to go to jail is this judge, Omotosho, James Omotosho. He should be arrested and sent to jail. Do you know any judge who accepted Mazi Nnamdi trial, who said is available? Do you know how many judges they approach for a trial of Mazi Nnamdi that rejected it? They approach 5. Go and make investigation. 5 good judges. All of them reject. They say go to Supreme Court. They told Nigeria Wike and Tinubu are looking for judges. They told them, one told Wike, don't you know that there is no case here? You know, Wike arrogant. He say, meaning what? Wike told the man, meaning what? The man said, there is no case here. If I enter that case, you want to end my career. I am not ready to end my career. Wike left. Wike wanted to bring his own daughter. As a judge that will judge Mazi Nnamdi when all the judges reject. That was when this Omotoshe came on board. Because Omotoshe is among the people that said, destroy the Igbo economy. He was among the table of the havoc we are seeing in Lagos now. Omotoshe was there. They are the frontliner of that agenda. Destroy the Igbo business, destroy the Igbos. So that the same hatred is what made him violate the Nigerian constitution without knowing that he is not supposed to accept that case to come to his table. Because after the pronunciation of that discharge and acquitted, with the backup, with the constitutional backup, any judge who accepted for Mazi Nnamdi to stand trial again on his table supposed to be jailed and they strip off his certificate of law. I have done this analysis before. That particular judge supposed to be sanctioned from being a judge or practicing any kind of law in Nigeria. They should have been judged. They should have been doing what? Punish. But look at Omotoshe. Are they going to arrest him now? Are they going to jail him for for trying to corrupt the judiciary, because that is attempt of constitutional fraud. Another thing that will make James Omotosho go to jail is the witness he brought to the court. Where they were answering questions, they say, I don't know. I don't know the meaning of witness. I'm asking you people. If I am here now to bring Lionman for witness, before I accept to stand as a witness against something, I must have the 100% knowledge of that thing. That shows that, yes, I am qualified as being a witness to this matter. Imagine what I don't know. Maybe they give me money. I say I want to stand witness. Witness on what you don't know. What exactly are you going to reviewed as a witness of the matter? Where they are asking a witness in a law court. Did he say, I don't know? My Lord, I don't know. Is it not on record? Do you have my Lord, I don't know? I don't know. Then what do you come for? How do you accept to be a witness? How come you are a witness to something you don't know? Because that is why before you be a witness, they will ask you which religion do you practice. You practice Islam, they will bring Quran. You place your hand on the top of Quran. If I dare lie under this oath, the law will be descend on me. If you're a Christian, you place your hand on the Bible. If I dare lie under this oath, and all this ceremony were done, all this ceremony were done when the witnesses came into the court. They went through oath. There's somebody who went through oath. What are you taking the oath for? You took the oath in the name that I, so person, I have the perfect knowledge. I, so person, have the perfect knowledge of what I want to testify. That is what the oath means. So now, when the questioning commences and the judge finds out that you don't have the perfect knowledge, which means you have lied under the oath. Because your answer of I don't know simply means you have lied under the oath. And when you land under the oath, the law will not descend on you, as they will be jailed for 6 years for attempting to bear false witness in a law court. Go and search Nigeria Constitution. It's there. So those 4 witnesses that were covered, supposed to be uncovered immediately, handcuffed into their hand, for sounding I don't know. I don't know. Multiple times, I don't know. You don't know, then what are you doing here? Then after that, I don't know. Omotosho, who's supposed to pronounce sentence for the witnesses, couldn't do that. That is where Omotosho indicted himself. If Nigeria judiciary are active, Omotosho should be in detention now. He should be in detention. Where is Omotosho? He's free. Who is him is still a judge. Under where? Nigeria. They will leave Mazi and the camp. Because the new evidence, they say they have evidence against it, you have evidence against it. That was evidence that was found when somebody is already under the custody of security of the state. So did he go out? Did you people open door? Maybe probably maybe people are opening the door every night. He will go out and commit crime and come back. Maybe that is the evidence that is standing before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is every reasonable lawyer will ask. Oh, DSS. So in the night, you will now open gate for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go out and commit crime and come back, which is another scandal. Another scandal in DSS. If you say that this man committed crime, because to the best of my knowledge, he has no crime he committed, and that's why he was discharged and acquitted. So the crime now you want to see that you are going back to court to jail him. Are you opening gates in the night for this man to go out and commit crime and come back? Because because if Sam Agabi is sincere to himself, if not that, if he's sincere to himself, this is the question you should be asking the prosecutor. You're supposed to order for the DSS director to come to court. Your officials in DSS reporter said there is a charges against this man, and this is the new charges. This is the charges they brought in. Please, sir, to our best of knowledge, the matter of this man have been investigated and the judgment have been executed. And look at the result of the execution of the judgment, said discharged and acquitted. Now, this evidence you are bringing, does it mean that your officials used to open door in the night for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, to go out and commit crime? Then in the morning they will open gate and put him back. That was the question that Gabi supposed to ask in regarding of the new charges. Then, which day did he go out to commit this crime? That very day, they will look for those in duty and arrest all of them. Because the only thing that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his evidence of his crime to stand valid, is if there is anybody opening gate for him in the night to go out. But if there is nobody opening gate since he was kidnapped and kept there, which means who commit this crime you are bringing here? Who only commit the crime? Okay, the person may say it is Nnamdi Kanu that sent me. Go and bring that person. Yeah, no only who court. The person will not be in the front of court and say, Mazi, you are the one that sent me to go and rob this bank. Mazi, you are the one that sent me to go and okay. That the question will be, which channel did he communicate to you to send you this message? Because in our best of our knowledge, this man is still under detention. So, Mr. Chukudi, we have heard you. He said that he is the one that sent you. Which channel did he communicate to you? Mr. Chukudi will now say, okay, he sent Alloyd to communicate to me, or he sent Prince Mimi to communicate to me, or he sent the SS officer to communicate to me. Well, this is only people that can send the message to go, because we must know the channel in which he sent you the message, because that channel is very, very important. The channel must be known. Oh, look at the channel. Oh, look at the channel. Oh, look at the channel. Then now, the person they send that message, because it's a message of crime. The person they send that message now will now say, okay, you, oh yeah, come here. Come and stand, come on. We are going to open case for you because you have committed crime. Obra Alloyd has stand their crime. Yeah, bro, Mimi has stand their crime. standard trial ya bụrụ DSS officer ka o ziri dị ozi onye ka aha kpụrụkwala trial. Oya ka eji saa Lord Ejimako. Leave evil, make evil leave you. Do you see how these guys just delay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom for nothing? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could have been out since. Onde kuchiri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị awo ụmụnne ya. Ndị kuchiri Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị awo ụmụnne ya. Ụmụnne ya la Lord Joshua. Chikro the man and pichie there. Kuchie there. You people don't know how things work. Look at this period of 4 years Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Does Mimi have any business? No. He have built his house in Abia State. He has built his house in Abuja. Get a call out. How about the government in here? Okay, what if you one year work at Kanu Takano, Aron Labia, Unon Abuja. Allo de Jimakole Mangola, Ronald Grolo la Gana. Or Golo la Gana. Goro old model Bethlehem. Pakea la Gana, Lola la Gana. So Unamala go I have a master of investigation. Area la go one day woke, but area the go hammer the money were hang here. Area had the money, but I have for her. Great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I will end this program here by the special grace of God. I will reset my computer. I will reset it and try not. This is one thing about doing broadcast with phone. The phone, people will be calling the phone and calling and calling. And look at the other phone is here. They are not even calling the phone. They are keep on calling each one and waiting for. And this very phone, if I press anything to disconnect them, I may disconnect myself from this life. So, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom, we will continue. And we shall continue to speak the truth before the world. And we are waiting to hear from our Christian pastors, to hear from them if there is Christian genocide going on or not. Event will be unfolding. Do you know why what we are doing, how we hear more true? Event will be unfolding to be exposing what we have been telling our people about situation. At least in the Christian killing have exposed many pastors. Hamarana. Law one day as on the lebuha. Then Habucha has hapatala altar say, let us pray for Nigeria. God will intervene. All I had with me. Hajel on Hebun, Habuchachun, Habasaka like this. Can the Mazi say, let us pray for Nigeria? Only saying, let us pray, the person killing you. Then how do you want that prayer to work? Is the same person killing you? There will.